Vänta. Ja, nu.
Ska jag börja prata?
Ja, nu.
We're going to talk about the economic crisis in Portugal, Greece and Spain. And I'm going to start. When Greece wanted to join the euro, they had to meet certain requirements. The idea was that the inflation must be limited, the deficit in the state budget and the size of the public debt must not exceed certain limits. Greece lied about their finances in order to join the euro, and then they repeatedly changed their numbers. An example of this is the Greece lied to join the euro is that they said that the arable land they have in the country is much larger than it really is. And the Greeks who are employed in the government service can retire after 35 years of work, which means that they can retire before the age of 55. This means that they lose valuable workers, and the young people have to pay their pensions. Greece has a large black sector. A significant part of the economy is outside the law, and those provides no tax revenue to the Greek state. Employers receive 2 extra months of salary each year. Bonuses may be paid for different skills, to get to work on time or speak foreign languages. And after a while, it becomes such extreme cost that the money in the country runs out. Greece has a budget deficit of 13.6% of the GDP. The economic crisis is forcing the country to do large cuts in the public sector, which has angered people.
Mm-hmm. And Portugal is the third country that have fallen into the economic crisis, and it's because they have borrowed too much and bad finances. This country have been forced to a distress loan and has now a debt of 150 to 200 billion euro. It's a country that rapidly accompanied of the Greek infection, and Greece finances economy discovered this spring 2010, and the risk stepped up for the other countries in Europe. It have affected us in as much as Sweden's half economy is built on exports, and that have led us to stop Sweden's export industry and a bit of growing joblessness. And during 1 year, the GDP value, BNP, have get lower with 2.8%, and the joblessness grown with 30%, and the population in Portugal has started to emigrate because of the economic crisis.
And I'm going to talk about Spain. And in the beginning of the 20th century, the prices on real estate were dramatically raised due to cheap loans with generous loan terms. People were not only buying apartments to live in them, but also to earn money on them. And in 2009, it became inflation. The prices on apartments were lowered, and since 1/5 of all people who were working in Spain were hired in the building industry, many got unemployed. And today, the Spanish people owe the banks about 500 billion euros, and 1/5 of the inhabitants in Spain are unemployed, and the youth unemployment is up to 48%. And the prices, not only on apartments, but on other articles, have been lowered. And in some parts of Spain, there's even deflation. And during deflation, people are more likely to save money than to spend it. And this leads to more people getting sacked because no one's buying the company's products. And because it's a financial crisis in the whole world, and the euro is very strong compared to other countries' currencies, it has led to major consequences for Spain, because Spain is export independent. Okay, it has led to major consequences for Spain because it's dependent of the export industry. And the counties are today having problem with how to finance healthcare, school, etc. And today there's a new president, Mario Rajoy, and all that we can hope for is that he will be able to turn the crisis.